The only way to reduce public expenditure is for government officials, starting from the President of the Republic of Cameroon right up down to the divisional officer, to pay their house rent, pay their bills, and also pay for their fuel. On the 31st of December 2023, President Paul Biya called on all government officials in Cameroon to reduce public expenditures and look for ways in order to increase public revenue. And I was asking myself, how are they going to look for new ways to increase public revenue, and how can they reduce their expenditure? The first thing to reduce their expenditure is for all government officials to start paying their house rent, their electricity bills, their water bills, for their and pay for their fuel. These are people in Cameroon, top government officials, who are taking the highest salary. They are taking the highest salary, yet they don't spend any of their salary on any expenditure that the common people are. A minister, the president, they don't pay house rent. They stayed in government houses. They don't pay electricity bill. They use electricity bill as they wish. They don't pay water bills. They use water bills as they wish. They don't pay for fuel that they put in their vehicles. The government pay for it. But they are the one taking the highest salary. They are the one embezzling the taxpayer money. They are the one mismanaging the taxpayer money. They are the one involved in corruption in Cameroon. That is the only way to reduce this. When a electricity company, Inyo, came out recently and disconnect electricity from the common people, because the government of Cameroon is owing them 180 billions. That 180 billion is not the electricity consumed by the government officials in their houses or wherever. It is electricity consumed in government enterprises, businesses owned by the government of Cameroon, that they fail to pay for. So if all these people, the president of the Republic of Cameroon, all the cabinet of ministers, all the governors, all the divisional officers, a senior divisional officer, all managers, director of all government and enterprises pay for their house rent and stop staying for free in government houses, if they all pay for their electricity, and if they pay for their fuel. When I would say like this, they say, in which country would they practice this? It is not. When you are growing, when you are struggling, you look for all means. If President Paul Biya is calling, it is because something is going wrong. If he's calling on them to reduce, where are they going to reduce that expenditure if they will not reduce it in this domain? Take, for example, the common man who is a government school teacher teaching out. The person in his 150,000 salary, his house rent is inside that 150,000. His electricity bill is inside. Water bill is inside. The fuel he is putting in his motorcycle is inside. Going to government office. But the other one is going also to the same work to the government office. He is not putting fuel in his car. The government is the one putting. He is not paying bills. The government is the one paying. He is not paying a house rent. The government is the one paying. Is that not discrimination? That is mismanagement. The Minister of Houses and Urban Development came out, says that what to repair the road in Yaoundé need 13 billions, but the government is having only 1 billion. But when they want to move from one place to another, they have convoy of vehicles, hundreds of vehicles using fuel that they don't pay for it. If they reduce this one and say all of you will be paying for your fuel, the fuel will be inside your budget. You will see ministers that will be moving from one place to another in one vehicle. You will see divisional officer want to go somewhere, will go only with one vehicle. But because they don't pay for those things, they use it carelessly. Go to their houses, they use all appliances, all electrical things that they are using in Western country, because they don't pay for it. They allow water flow as they wish. They can even open a lake or a river around their compound. because the water, they are not paying for it. Misusing it because they don't pay for it. Now they are owing money. Instead for the electricity company to cut electricity from them, they decided to cut electricity from those who have been paying electricity, but the common people, in order to force the government. What would that concern the government? So the only way to reduce that is for them to start paying. And which way are they going to use? This is the kind of order that President Paul Biya gave to the custom department in Cameroon, that they should pay, they should raise money. They don't give them. They don't say these are the means for you to raise this money. They don't say the government needs 1,000 billions from you in 2024. Struggle by opposite movement to get that 1,000. If you don't get that 1,000 billion, we'll have serious problem with you. And then the custom officials now will come out, will struggle and tell those under him that the government need 2,000 billions. So we must raise 2,000 billions. And that is how it's going. And finally, if you go to the last person, you will hear by a different message that the government need 10,000 billion. And then they will struggle. That is why they will involve in all kind of corruption just to raise that money. And when they will raise that money, you will bring it. Today we came out with this. Then they will divide and send 1,000 billion to. You are asking the government official to look for new ways of how would they raise that money to overtax the civilian. That is the only